Hi, it's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy, and before we begin today's review, I need to talk about something very important. Trailers. You see, one moment. I need my dramatic PSA background music to help me. Let's see what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, judging a movie by a trailer is never a good idea. Some of the best movies ever have really shitty trailers, and some of the worst movies ever have really good trailers. So, what I say is, don't be dumb. See the movie before you pass judgment. And that is one to grow on. Also, you probably shouldn't, pass insane amounts of profane, sometimes bigoted judgment on a movie intended for preschoolers based on a PBS Kids cartoon and book. That being said, that was a lame opening I just did. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the Movie and TV Guy. Cold opens are not easy for me. Today we're talking about a movie that technically doesn't come out yet. I guess it come out tomorrow? I think it comes out tomorrow, officially. They've had a couple of screenings earlier in the day today, and I was just back from one. Took a beat, and now we're ready to talk about it. Because movies and TV, so we here, and today we're talking about Clifford the Big Red Dog. That's right, that big red buddy, who also is adorable. Shut up, Internet. Clifford the Big Red Dog is directed by Walt Becker. If you don't know his name, it's for good reason, because he only has one other, I think, good movie. And one okay movie and a couple of shitty movies. He did, previously, Van Wilder, which is awesome and hilarious. I know critics don't like it. I don't care. I love that movie. It basically gave the world Ryan Reynolds on a grand scale there. He's a hilarious movie. His next movie was Wild Hogs. That was the okay one. Then again, I have not seen it since middle school, so maybe I'm not a good judge. 12-year-old Grant thought it was kind of funny. Then he did Old Dogs, which was a piece of shit. And the only good thing to come out of it is the blog that apparently is still active called Faces of Old Dogs, which is literally the horrified reaction shots in a photo album from the movie. It's pretty funny. R.I.P. Robin Williams. And then the last movie was Alvin and the Chipmunks 4, The Road Trip. So the directing outfit is not super great. However, was Clifford pretty good? Maybe more than you think it was. But what's it about and who else is involved? Well, the film stars a pretty talented young actress by the name of Darby Camp. She plays a young girl around 12, 13, 12, 6th grade. Alright, 12. In the movie, she's 6th grade. 12, roughly 11, 12, played by Darby Camp. Her name is Emily Elizabeth Howard, and she is a girl who is going to a private school. She doesn't fit in. She's a target of mean girls on a regular basis. Although her classmate, played by Isaac Wang, kind of likes her and thinks that she's really, kind of has a little bit of a crush on her. Her mom, who's a lawyer, played by Sienna Guillory from Resident Evil 2 fame, is been sequestered. She's a lawyer. Her case has been sequestered. When failing to be able to get a sitter, she pins her last hope on her lovable but ne'er-do-well younger brother, who inexplicably, despite being played also by a Brit, has an American accent and she doesn't, which they explain kind of a lazy way. Played by one of my favorite comedians, Jack Whitehall, who is a scene stealer in this movie. He plays Uncle Casey, and he's a lovable schlub who loves his niece to death and his sister. The only problem is he's living out of a moving van because his girlfriend kicked him out. But wouldn't you know it, he really wants to make an effort, to connect with his young niece. So, when she wants to go to a tent, showing up at, like a park, run by a mysterious, magical elderly gentleman named Mr. Birdwell, played by John Cleese, in a name that is paying tribute to the author of the Clifford books, named Norman Birdwell. He gives her a little dog he finds at the park. Little tiny, barely the size of this remote control here. And he says, he gives her the dog, or he tries to give to the dog. Casey says no. The little buddy sneaks back, and Uncle Casey says, one night. He can stay here one night, mainly so that her mom doesn't totally kill him. And then one night, while confiding in Clifford over her sad state, cries on him and gives him a big old hug. And then the next morning, wouldn't you know it, Clifford has not just grown 3 sizes this day, he's grown pretty damn huge. Now he's 10 foot tall and can barely fit in the apartment. Sneaking him out will be one thing, and they'll have a lot of adventures that'll bond the niece and uncle together, as well as her young friend played by Isaac Wong. But wouldn't you know it, an evil genetic scientist trying to make everything bigger and better, played by Tony Hale, but no, while testing on animals, bad dog, played by Tony Hale, the kid movie villain du jour, previously of The Road Trip. They're now on a chase with their loving neighborhood family in New York to help them save this formerly little but now pretty big dog named Clifford. Let the adventures and kid-friendly shenanigans ensue. Look, that was a long description. But luckily there's not much to say about this movie. I have to admit, the trailers for this looked bad. The dog looked good. I never thought the dog was not cute. I always thought all these trailers that have come out, this is a movie that was delayed by COVID, so there's been trailers for a while. I never thought the dog looked bad. I always thought, look, I grew up on the live-action Scooby-Doo movies, and I live in a post-Cats world, okay? Nothing that level of CGI can really bother me. Clifford was cute. The movie, on the other hand, looked kind of like juvenile bullcrap. Was it? Surprisingly, no. I kind of loved Clifford the Big Red Dog. This movie was adorable. I thought it was really cute. I liked the characters. I thought Jack Whitehall was quite a scene stealer. Little Darby Camp was quite a good young actor, as was little Isaac Wong, as their little friend. Some very interesting supporting cast choices. You got people in there, heavy hitters like David Alan Grier is in there. Kenan Thompson is in there for a little bit. Nice little cameo from him. You got Rosie Perez has a nice cameo. We aforementioned John Cleese. And then other people who are a little bit weird, like Russell Peters is in this movie. Paul Rodriguez is in this movie. A lot of interesting supporting cast in this guy. Alex Moffat from Saturday Night Live, Horatio Sands. Like, you got some interesting people show up. Is this movie familiar? And is it be yourself and love us people who are a different message familiar? Absolutely. But here's the thing. I think what makes this movie work is, one, there's not nearly as much potty humor as you think. There's a few bits, they're all in the trailer. It's mostly an innocent, wholesome kind of movie. Also, the relationship between, as hokey as it sounds, yes, the little girl made the dog grow bigger. The relationship between... Uh-oh, I know what you did last summer. The relationship between little Emily Elizabeth, played by Darby Camp, and the big CGI dog worked for me. The little girl was convincing, playing against basically nothing. The dog was cute. And so was Jack Whitehall, who got a lot of big laughs in the movie. Not really much more to say. This was adorable. If you need to take your kids to the movies, what options you got right now, okay? In the theater. You got Addams Family 2. Had a couple moments mostly mediocre. Most kids aren't old enough to see Eternals or Dune yet. Little kids. This is your best bet. Clifford is a real charmer. The kids in my screening loved it. I could tell. One little girl who was adorable as all get out was cheering every time the dog outsmarted Tony Hale, which was many times. This was a really charming little movie called Clifford the Big Red Dog. And I grew up with this cartoon and book, and I thought they did it justice. I liked this movie. Then again, it's not a perfect film. For instance, I do think they do jump through hoops to explain things that are kind of don't make sense. Like, again, Jack Whitehall is an English comedian, and a very funny one at that, but he's playing an American, and yet his sister is a British actress who's still playing British, and his niece is American. And they kind of bullcrap an excuse out of it, where it's like, one of their parents is English, I believe, and the other parent is American, but then they moved when he was 2, and she was, she's a good deal older, and so he doesn't remember England, something like that. It was just very odd. Why didn't they just let him be British? Like, the little girl's not going to be British, but they could just made him British. It didn't make a lot of sense. It was kind of unnecessary, just... Although I will say this, Jack Whitehall does a more convincing or American accent than I've seen. Because everything else I've seen him in, movies, TV, and all that, mostly English accent, natural voice, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, I'm not going to go all the way with it. I might not even want 2 bucks for it, but, you know, Clifford is a charmer. I'm going to give Clifford a solid matinee, 3.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed this movie, and I think you want to go see a movie with the little ones that you'll enjoy too. Clifford's your best bet. So, 3.5 out of 5 stars for Clifford. If I was a parent, I totally would take my kids to this. This was a charmer. And the dog was adorable. Shut up, internet. Alright. But we did see it in the theater, not on Paramount Plus, because it's actually not on Paramount Plus tomorrow. So, we got trailer trash a little bit. We can go through them mostly, though. Ghostbusters Afterlife. I got my ticket today. We're going Thursday night. I was going to be a little bit later. We're going to have the review, but it'll come. For my birthday. By the way, I'm turning 28 on Monday. Happy birthday, dear Grant. The movie and TV guy. Alright. DC League of Super Pets. Talk about it. Looks like fun. American Underdog. Can't wait. St. Louisian. Looks like fun. Sing 2. Going to an advanced screening on November 27th. I cannot wait to talk about that one. And I'll probably keep seeing the trailer long after I see it because this is a way in advanced screening. West Side Story. Looks good. Encanto. Looks like fun. Rumble. Looks kind of corny, but could be cute. Alright. Was there Sharma? No. But there was at the beginning there were some nice little animations that were paying homage to the books. It was kind of cute. Alright. I should point out that one of the producers of this also produced Charlotte's Web, so there you go. Another good CGI animal movie. Okay, so we will be back. Tomorrow I'm planning on checking out the new film Passing, starring Tessa Thompson. That's streaming on Netflix. We'll also be talking Friday, because Saturday we're having a little birthday party, so I don't know if we're going to do... Friday we're going to talk, begrudgingly, Home Sweet Home Alone. Yeah. I can already tell you this is going to be better. Home Sweet Home Alone. A.K.A. Home Alone with less charm but more English accents. That's going to be fun. Home Sweet Home Alone. Saturday, hopefully Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes we're talking Red Notice. Can't wait to check out that one. That looks like fun. And then Thursday is Ghostbusters. Monday, because I'm going to be busy. Friday and Saturday, we're going to talk Tiger King 2 and Cowboy Bebop Season 1. I'm going to do video, and Hit Monkey Season 1 next Wednesday. We are going to be talking that weekend. Monday of that weekend, for King Richard. Got my ticket for that also today. And then the following Tuesday, right before Thanksgiving, we're talking Belfast, because it does not open in my theater till Thanksgiving for some reason. But it is opening. And then, Sing 2 and others, The Beatles Get Back, and what have you. So, that'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I especially love you, Clifford. Good boy. Appreciate you all. I love you close to this. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. And be kind to my boy Clifford. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, this and other fun stuff, you can check me out on Letterboxd.com, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, I just want you all to know, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, be kind to your big red dogs, and also be kind to your mental health. Be kind to yourself, because you're worth it, you're awesome, and you deserve to be loved and respected by everyone. And that being said, thank you all. Take care. Have a good night. See you soon. Bye.